Hi, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the first episode. Hopefully it won't be the last episode either of a podcast I'm doing. I don't know if you can class it as a podcast. It's just kind of a very long talk. And from what I could tell, every podcast has a theme. So this is about games, as you can probably see from the still image on your screen right now. I kind of wanted to make this just kind of for fun. People might not see it. It might just be for my friends. And if you are my friend, hi, welcome. But I just kind of want to make something about games that you can listen to whilst playing games. Unless you're playing a game that needs headphones, because then you'll be talking to people, surely. So a topic I kind of want to talk about is, for this episode, is the 1.17 update for Minecraft, the Caves and Cliffs, because I think the whole community is excited about it, because we've been waiting for a cave update for a very long time, and I don't really know when we started asking for it, but I know Minecraft has started memeing it, the fact that we want it so much, and they're finally doing it, which is good. The only problem is the fact that it's cliffs as well. I have no problem with the cliffs. What I'm saying is, because of how huge the cave update is, the fact that it's a cave update, people are kind of going to forget the mountains are going to be updated because they're going to be too focused on the caves. So people are kind of going to forget that there is another segment to the update. So it's decreased the importance of the mountain update. So I think the best thing to do, and I am not a games designer, I'm not a coder, so this is just my opinion. It's probably wrong. Minecraft do such a good job. I'm not criticizing them at all. But the better thing to do was put one of them, either the cave update or the mountain update, as 1.18 and left it as two separate updates. Because that way, and maybe have the cave update as 1.18, because that way you would have the mountain update, which would be our update, which might not have been the biggest, but we were still excited for it because it's an update. And then the next year, a cave update gets announced, right? And everyone's like, yes, I'm so happy. So I think that might have been a better thing to do to make sure both sides of the update keep the same importance, but as I said, I'm not a coder, they're the professionals. Can I just say, who voted for the glow squid? And who knows what it does? What's its purpose? Because, so the yellow flower cow, sorry. Oh, I can't speak. The yellow cow, that wouldn't have one. But the isolager, I can kind of see it, like it's guarding the mountains, and that would have fit in with the cave update. I mean, the cliffs update, I'm really, sorry. But the glow squid kind of is just there. Kind of like normal squids. And we already have a normal squid that's just there to look cool and provide us with black dye. Why do we need another? Again, this is probably an unpopular opinion because the glow squid won, so surely most of the community wanted it. But I see a lot of people complaining about the glow squid because I just don't understand why people would think it would do anything. It probably is going to have a function, but the fact that people voted for it before we know its function is kind of, I don't know. I don't really know the word for it. But yeah, the cave update is really exciting. We've already seen from Minecraft Live, maybe 3 or 4 of the caves. And then we've had teasers that in the background show other caves as well. Apparently there's going to be tons and tons of caves, maybe even dozens. It's going to be really, really cool. So, yeah, I just have to do something 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just had to, check something. But anyway, yeah, I'm quite excited for the stalagmites and stalactites because I think they'd make really, really good traps. People that make traps or prank houses and stuff like that, they're going to be really good for them. And they're going to be good for the rest of Minecraft as well. That's how you know it's a good feature to Minecraft. If it will please every type of player in the community. Because that means no one will be upset about it and it doesn't have any problems. It's good. So that's kind of the best thing. That's how you know it's a good item or good feature, I guess. Another good thing is in the, I think it's called the Lush Caves. I haven't looked at it in a while. The flowers are a light source, which means they are going to be quite good for hiding light sources. So no more glowstone with carpets or sea lanterns with carpets or sea lanterns with slabs and all of that. Because lights that are kind of in plain sight but don't look like they're emitting light, or like lanterns where it looks like they'd be there, they're really good. They are really good light sources because it means the house or whatever you're building can look normal but also won't have mobs spawning or anything like that. Another feature, copper. How do you guys feel about copper? I think the lightning rods won't be useful for their use because from my experience, lightning doesn't usually hit buildings, like at all. But for decoration, they could actually be really good. So, yeah, that's something to think about. Because if something, its actual use isn't useful, it doesn't mean it's a useless item. Because if it looks good, people could use it as decoration. And that would please the building and creative community, or even the people that build in survival and have these crazy elaborate survival worlds that they've been working on for about 8 years. If you know the ones I mean. Stampy. Sorry. But yeah, it's gonna be good for them types of people. What else? I suppose you've still got copper. Copper took the name. A copper item took the name for the longest name of an item or building or anything in all of Minecraft. Because each of the stages of copper is a different name, and they have a long name. But then when you have the stairs, it becomes something like semi-aged smooth copper stairs. Semi-aged smooth copper stairs. That's 5 words in one item. And then there's about 5 variations of it as well. So, copper's going to have a lot of things. So, if anyone's ever does, I don't know, this doesn't seem like a common challenge, but like getting every single block you can get in survival. Copper is going to be a big one because that takes up about half of the items in Minecraft at this point because of how many variations there are. The Warden. When I watched it, the trailer for the Warden, I was genuinely scared. I was like holding on to my bedside because I was like, oh no, this is creepy. And it's good to have kind of, I've heard YouTubers say this, the kind of, when you first get Minecraft on your first night, how you're kind of actually scared. when the warden comes, we're going to have that back. We're going to have that sense of intenseness back in Minecraft. And it's going to give people it's going to give everyone, I suppose, nostalgia of their first night when they were scared and they were like, oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a zombie. I know it's good acting. I know. But yeah, and I think with the wireless redstone that comes with the warden as well, that is revolutionary, but don't know what happened there. But anyway, that is revolutionary for people that do redstone. But the problem is, it is going to get rid of redstone. Or that's my worry, at least. It's going to kind of make redstone obsolete, and it's going to make it so there's not really a use for redstone, especially if these caves are common as well. Because that means they will be more common than redstone, they will be better than redstone, people will use them more than redstone, and redstone should basically be removed at that point because no one uses it anymore. So they kind of need to balance it out. They might need to make some counters or kind of like things that redstone can do that wireless redstone can't. And that's the way to balance it out, so redstone will still be used frequently as a resource. That's just my opinion. Again, this is all my opinion. But I think that we've talked enough about the cave part. So, the cliffs. The goats. That's going to be good for traps as well, just like the stalagmites and stalactites. That's going to be good for traps. If you had like a pit full of them, they could just kind of ram you to death. And I think that would be a really funny prank, and it would be a really funny way to die. In Minecraft, this is. Please don't take down this video, YouTube, please. But yeah. So, and also, have you seen how high they can jump? Like, these things can jump maybe like 10 blocks high from the look of it, which is really good if you can ride them. If you can put a saddle on goats, that would be so awesome. Because you could probably jump over ravines at that point. And creating roleplay through that, jumping over ravines, even if you edit it so it looks like a horse, that would be so cool. And the possibilities if you allow saddles to be put on goats, it would be so fun. And everyone would love it. So, what else? The snowiest snow, which by far I think is the best feature of caves and cliffs. Like, even the caves as well, including them. Snowiest snow. This is the best thing to ever be added to Minecraft. I don't think you understand. Snow, but snowier. It's awesome. I say that. I still don't really know what he means by snowier snow. But the new terrain for mountains, and that goes to cliffs as well, for both of the sides of the update. The new generation is really cool. It almost looks like, the world edit thing, so I don't know if it's called... Is it World Painter? It looks like one of them maps, but it's randomly generated in Minecraft. Minecraft is making this. And it makes it look so much cooler, because this means mountain bases. They could be huge now, because of how big these mountains are. You want a cave base? You've got like an entire city full of space under these caves. It does make digging down very dangerous though. Because before it was just like lava. But if you dug down and just fell like 100 blocks down and just splattered. It makes that more dangerous, but it wasn't dangerous before, but everyone says, oh, you shouldn't dig down. So, if there's a reason you shouldn't dig down, that is pretty cool. And, yeah. So, yeah, the new terrain, really awesome. So much possibility. That goes for the entire update. It's just kind of like a flawless update. It's really cool. And I love it. I think there's a new type of ice as well. It's our 4th type. So if you've ever watched Fundy's, you know, the impossible difficulties where when you jump on ice, it goes, and then the bigger the ice, the higher. It's probably going to take you to height limit, this new ice, if he updates that. So that's going to be cool if any of you know that reference. Watch Fundy, actually. He's really cool. But anyway, it's probably going to make you go faster as well, more slippy or slippier. I don't know how you'd say it. It's pretty cool. I'm kind of losing things to talk about here because I've moved on to the mountains. There's a lot more to talk about with the caves because we know more about the caves, and that's what I'm worried about. Caves overshadowing the cliffs, the mountains. So that's why I think this should be in separate updates. I've gone over this very start of this video, but I don't know. It's going to be a good update. We're going to enjoy it. It's a year away, but I think everyone's worrying about it being a year away. It will fly by. Trust me. Just how this year did. Because notice how we're like, oh, lockdown's going to go on for so long. It's November now. And think about how long we thought it would take. This year has probably gone... this year has probably felt shorter than any other year, in my experience. So, yeah. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you did, this isn't really the content, so I can't really say subscribe for more of this. But if you do like Minecraft, I make a lot of Minecraft, and then there's some quite old Geometry Dash videos. So if you want that, if you want to see any of them, then please subscribe. It helps out a lot. I'm trying to get to 25 subscribers. There's no time limit for that. I'm just trying to. It's my next goal. And I'm going to end it here because I'm worrying that this hasn't been recording. So, bye everyone. Hope you enjoyed.